We've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
And he's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Wilson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Here's a run with Mixon, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and picked up by the Chargers. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you give a little extra attention to him. Get after the football.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 52 yards. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Whip, 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 whip. Lady, watch the safety trick.
Again, Gordon on second and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come up in an offset eye. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's third and goal.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Army.
Hey, Echo.
Darnold now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it they're picking up the first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 56. 3 buzz. Rush in. Switch. Check.
Play action. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. And he takes it into the end end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Get the ball.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does. But
he's got a man complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. There goes Melvin Gordon, past the 20, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, as the first half is winding down, and the Chargers have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that...
And this will be caught at the 30. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Going for it all. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 46. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Wilson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along. On 1st down, Wilson
Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw on third down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Boyd. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That good for 22 and a first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Gordon on first down. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He don't know no better.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Zebra. Here we go. Check 52.
On second down, here's Mixon. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So first and 10 now from the 30. Mixon with it. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jerry Tillery. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Throwing now is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. That last effort is noteworthy because he just passed Tony Dorsett on the all-time rushing list. Dorsett had 12,739.
Well, rather fitting because Tony Dorsett, one of his nicknames, the Hawk. And this guy just flew right past him.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And some space here. The try. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. He will push his way down to about the 14. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And it is good. He split